just going to wait for a couple of people to pop in, and then we'll get going. Hey. Hey, Ellie. Hey, Ben's Reptiles. How are we all today? Let me just adjust this. Hopefully that will be about it. Hey, Callum. How are you, mate? Callum's in the chat, so there is some underage guys in the chat, so please keep no swearing in the chat. Thank you very much. So how was everybody's Christmas? Although it's not quite over, is it? Let's keep it going a little bit. But hope Santa brought you guys everything that you wanted. Animal 1402, what's up, Scott? How was your Christmas? My Christmas was really, really good, really, really special. I was a tarantula lady hire. Well, yeah, I made it over to see my mum. We did a little social distance thing on the doorstep, so I managed to give her presents and everything. But the rest of the Christmas, I have literally just spent in the house with family. Coming up to New Year, I'm going to be doing the same. But New Year's Day, I'm on call with work, so literally from 8 o'clock in the morning, which is going to be an absolute nightmare because I am going to be up late on New Year's Eve, obviously. So that's going to be an interesting one. All right, let me just check the chat. I've got my what I keep doing is I keep looking over this way, but that is just purely because I've got my laptop over here, and the comments come up a lot quicker on there than what they do on this phone for some reason. Arachnophilia, hi mate. Callum says he had a great Christmas, got a polymorphia, Hogna Miami pair, and an OBT. Hope yours was good. Yeah, dude, you got some real nice presents. Hey, Dale's here as well. Yeah, I got the enemy was a bit stuck for what to get me for Christmas. So she was like, look, you normally have a £60 mystery box from the spider shop. What's the next one up? And I said, well, they're doing £90 one. So she basically just said, tell you what, take £100 and get yourself a mystery box from the spider shop. What I actually did was I bought the is it Stingy Boys box, which is the 3 Asian scorpions. I bought the sea lividum and some isopods as well. So that was absolutely bang on. I got a load of Harry Potter stuff, so she was absolutely over the moon. Tarantula Lady says Christmas was okay. Thanks. Got to see my mum and mum-in-law before we went from T2 to T4. It was more just Christmas, the little one this year, haha. But she had a good day. Hey, Dakota. Yeah, unfortunately, Coventry, I think it's the whole of the UK as it goes and now going into a tier 4. But, you know, it's for our safety, it's for our protection. More importantly, it's for our children's protection. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? I mean, our grandparents and great-grandparents made much more deep sacrifices than we are at the moment. So. And at the end of the day, get it 6 months and it'll all be back to normal-ish. We'll all be vaccinated, won't we, in the UK? Saw the Asian forest, mate. They are stunning little inverts, aren't they? That was from Animal 1402. Mate, I was never a massive fan of scorpions. As you guys know, I like my centipedes, I like my tarantulas, I like my isopods. But Dale, who's in the chat, keeps a lot of Petersai, Samani, and spinifers and things like that. So he's been chatting to me a lot, showing me pictures, getting me really, really turned on to them. And I am absolutely enjoying them now. Arachnophilia says, did I get any snow? We got a flutter. In Coventry, we literally got about 0.5 mil of snow, and that was about it. I was not happy. I love the snow. I love the ice. I love it when it's absolutely freezing. Okay, fair enough. I do have to work in it, but I do really, 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 really enjoy the cold. So fingers crossed, over the next like week or so, it's going to absolutely hammer it down with snow. But it always Arachnophobia says my sister in Kings Heath got more. Yeah, that's literally Kings Heath. For those that you don't know, is literally just up the road from Coventry over in Birmingham. There is a place in between called Nuneaton where my parents are at. They got quite a bit of snow, but we just got a little tiny flutter. Then it rained, and then last night it dropped down to about -4. So when it comes to going out today, literally the car was absolutely covered in ice. My sister in Kings Heath got more, yeah, and her mate over Black Country Way. The dog was out jumping about. Yeah, that's it. My dog Bella, you might have seen her on streams before. She absolutely adores the snow. Literally goes absolutely crazy for it. So can't wait for it to snow for her as well. Tarantula Lady says she would love to have some snow. Over in Leicester, we got next to no snow, not even much frost. Again, Leicester, where Callum is over in Leicester, that is literally just up the road from where I am as well. So, hey, John, you all right, mate? Just out of curiosity, is anybody in the chat self-isolating? Are any of you literally at home by yourself? There is a reason I'm asking. Because what I'm thinking about doing is doing maybe a live on New Year's Eve, just for people that literally are stuck in home by themselves. Might even do it as a Zoom call. I don't know yet. So Arachnophobia is a yes. So but have family. Yeah. Not solo. Ellie says, how was the baby's first Christmas? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we've got the 8-month-old, we've got Leo, who's almost 2. The 8-month is Noah, by the way. Then we've got Layla, who's 11. So our front room was just an absolute Christmas wrapping paper and boxes absolutely everywhere. It was absolutely, it was literally just like, imagine Santa's grotto, a group of kids had gone on and opened everything. This is exactly how the front room was, but it was absolutely amazing at the same time. I'm still working essential animal care and all that. Thank you for doing what you're doing, Animal 1402. Ellie's was full and Jurassic Park. Ours was mainly Harry Potter. Layla's had quite a lot of the 3D jigsaws, the train, the buildings, and all that. So she spent a lot of time putting those together over the last couple of days. Again, for those that you've just joined, I am going to keep looking down this way, just purely because that's where my laptop is, so I can see the comments coming up a lot quicker. And just remember that there is some guys that are underage in the chat, so bear that in mind. Hi, Wendy. Don't thank me too much, mate. It's Nige from Shirley Reptiles. So Animal 1402 is Nige from over at Shirley Aquatics in Solihull. As I mentioned in the last video, if you guys ever get the chance to pop over there, you should go. If you're not into fish, by the time you come out of that place, you will be. Their reptile and amphibian range is absolutely amazing. But if you go upstairs, they have some just astonishing fish tanks. They will literally just blow your mind. And Nige and is it Charlie Nigel are absolutely fantastic people. Tarantula Lady says it is tough, but we have to be safe. We do, mate. We do. We do. Even if you know, it's the ones that annoy me are the ones that don't wear masks. I mean, okay, they can. I've seen people wear like the badges saying, you know, they don't have to wear a mask for some mental health, but then you do have the face shields, which are a bit more away from you. Do you know what I mean? That might help. Oh, sweet. We did Harry Potter for so many years, but my daughter wanted our surprises doll. Nah, surprise doll. And my boy went dinosaur mad. Yeah, we had a load of cars and toys and things you sit on and all sorts. Leo's got a little drum kit, so that would be out. Probably get that out tomorrow, actually. Let him have a bash on that. Burn off some of his energy. Yeah, his animal 1402. Yeah, Charlie is the one, mate. Charlie at Shirley Aquatics is phenomenal. She's the lady that's in the reptile department, and what she doesn't know on amphibians isn't worth knowing. I've even messaged your page as well, ain't I? Sort of 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night and got replies back. I understand that, but I still think people should wear them. My friend has massive anxiety and can't face to wear a mask due to mental health, so he doesn't go out. He doesn't want to risk it. Yeah, it is. I suppose for somebody that hasn't got the mental health where, you find a mask scary for you to wear, I suppose it's easy for us to sit there and say you should wear one, you know what I mean? But it's difficult. My oldest daughter, she doesn't wear one because of mental health. Craig says he got kids Mario just to school them. Yeah, man. Drunk it, I am brave. Yeah, Leo. He's being tested for autism at the moment, so we're hoping what the drum kit will do is basically just burn off a load of energy for him and probably annoy the neighbours. But he's 2. My sister is meant to go back to teaching, but don't want her to. I understand that completely. I do feel for the school teachers, although there is a school in Coventry that my friends' children go to, and one of the children have been asked to isolate for 2 weeks because somebody in their class got COVID, but the teacher isn't isolating. She was allowed to go back to school, which is just mind blowing for me. Yeah, Scott, I did vid call today, and my niece playing with 2 sisters at my brother's with no masks. If you can't wear a mask, try a gaiter. I'll find them a lot better, says Dale. Ellie says the face shield made me dizzy for the first few weeks. I kept having breathing attacks from wearing the masks, but a little bit of time and breathing calmly, now I wear it fine. I'd rather just get used to it. Yeah, I prefer the face shield as opposed to the mask, purely because I get it in my head that you can't breathe properly when I've got the masks on. So the face shield for me is absolutely perfect. Dakota says, "Hey Scott, have you ever come close to getting bit by one of your tarantulas?" I certainly have, my friend. Twice. There was an A-gen, which literally I went to feed and noticed a molt. And with my own stupidity, I didn't get the molt out with the tweezers. I went to with my fingers instead. And she turned round. And how she didn't get the fangs in my fingers, I will never know. But if she had, it would have been completely my fault. The other time was a C. lividum. Again, feeding, it ran up the tongs, sat on the back of this hand, and gave me a threat pose facing this hand and literally striking into the air. And I squealed like a little girl. Absolutely, really did squeal like a little girl. Eventually, it come off my hand. The enemy was literally in tears of laughter. I was like, oh, thanks. Spent 2 weeks being, yeah, I would have been quite worrying there. I like wearing a mask. I can pretend I didn't recognise anyone. Don't recognise anyone. I want to avoid that. That is a good one. It's better to be safe than to increase my anxiety by increasing the risk. That's true, Ellie. Every time you get a cough, it's no. I can't say that. I can never say that word. It para sets in. That is very true. I mean, I smoke, so every now and again, I get a little cough, and I'm thinking, is it? Or you get the tiniest of sore throats. Do you know when sometimes the back of your nose? That point, and I'm thinking, is it COVID? I'm thinking, I've stayed away from people. But yeah, you're right. Paranoia does set in, and it does set in quick, doesn't it? Tarantula lady, A-gen Culiar attacked the water bowl when I was trying to empty it. that made me squeal enough. Never been bitten by a T, but my H Miami packed a punch. Oh, you got hit by a Hogner Miami. I've kept a couple. And I did hear that their bike, the venom can be quite painful on those. I think mine was swallowing hairs from blankets. Eh? Ooh, let me just have a swig of pop. Yeah, Ellie says it's hard when you got asthma on top. So coughing is a regular routine. I can appreciate that. Danny's these tarantulas. Hi, mate. Angel and Tom. Hello. Yes, we're in tier 4. Literally from midnight tonight, we're in tier 4. We've had Layla in tears because she wanted to go into town tomorrow and we've had to cancel it. Callum got bitten by the female while separating her from the male. Minor swelling, but not outrageous. Dale's had a tag off many of the T's and reptiles in the past. What was the worst one, Dale? We've all been tested twice since the start, having the typical symptoms, but both negative. We are being even more cautious now in tier 4, and the numbers in Suffolk are going up and up. They are across the country. It doesn't seem to be just one area now, does it? It just seems to be absolutely everywhere. I think it's, obviously us lot that are being really, really careful. But I do see a lot of people out and about, a lot of groups together, a lot of the building sites that I go on to repair machinery. I do have to ask people to step away from me and not to crowd, because every now and again I can have quite a couple of blokes all coming over to see what's going on with their machinery. And I think, we're in a pandemic at the moment. Can you not keep your distance? So I do have to put my foot down at work. Oh, Angel's been in tier 4 for a while. I wonder what a tarantula bite feels like, says Dakota. Dakota, depends what tarantula it is. Some are going to hurt just because it's just because you've got like a 2-inch fang going in, and then others, obviously, with the venom, the stronger the venom, the more painful it's going to be. So it all depends on what tarantula that you're thinking about being bit by. Cayman, an 18-foot retech was the worst. Ooh. John Wick says, I've been sorting out my fish tank, got rid of the fish, and put the razorback musk turtle in. Looks awesome. Nice. John, if you're into fish, you'd like Shirley Aquatics as well, mate. Tarantula Lady says, as soon as we told we are going into tier 4, I said to my partner, it wouldn't be long before everyone else is in tier 4. It still amazes me how many people don't social distance and get so close to you. I'll stick a time lapse up on the page. Yeah, man, that'd be wicked, John. You're right, Tarantula Lady. There is so many people that aren't keeping that social distance, and call me an awkward sod, which I get called worse on building sites. But if they're not socially distancing from myself, I refuse to repair their equipment until they do. Simple as that. Dakota, Lividus was like slamming your finger in the door. Dale, you got hit by a Lividum. Oh my word. Yeah, please. I'm really not looking forward to rehousing my OVT in the future. She was chill this time, but only because of Primo. Callum, if you're worried, I'll quite happily jump on a Zoom call with you while you do it if you want, mate. Just so you've got a bit of confidence there. Yeah. Oh, see you later, Ellie. Even in tier 4, they don't give you distance. No, they need tier 4. They're saying like I was reading the rules, so you can still gather together in places of worship and stuff like that. And I don't know. I think they just need to chill. Yeah, I think you're right, Dale. Hi, Colin. Colin Twitch says, hi, Scott. Just got into this hobby this year since discovered from my wife. I'm addicted to it now. Love your YouTube channel. Cheers. Thank you so much for your support, Colin. If you're getting a tarantula that you want some information on, just drop me a PM on Facebook or on Instagram, and I'll do a care video for you and give you a shout out if you want, mate. Angel says, Tara, how's slacking on the tea? Hello, I've been here 10 minutes and not seen a cup. Do you know what? I nearly grabbed her. We've got an Angel and Tom's Arachnid Rooms mug, and it says Tara's tea because Angel got it for the enemy light, and I nearly picked that one up to put some juice in it, and I thought I better not, just in case. I would appreciate it, Scott. Even pre-malt, she wandered off. Yeah, no worries, mate. Not a problem. Social distancing won't last forever. No, it won't. This is the one he was born in the middle of the first lockdown, which was, oh my God, back in April. But it was, so coronavirus had just come out then. The lockdown was just underway. The fear of God was being put into absolutely everybody. And me and the enemy were to and from the hospital this one night. And in the end, what they said to us was, you know, you're going to have to leave your partner at the hospital. And when it comes up to the very last stages, that's when we'll shout you to come back in, which was really, really upsetting for me because, you know, I wanted to be there all the way through it and give her the support. But one of the nice nurses come up to us and said, look, if you ring up the birthing pool suite, there's hardly anybody in there, and then they'll let me stay. So that's what happened in the end. So it was phenomenal. I got to be there all the way. But yeah, he is an absolute chunk. But he is one of the happiest kids in the world, even though he looks a bit grumpy at the moment. Like, my big thing is people wear masks, but your eyes are wide open. Yes, that is very true. But hopefully, by wearing a mask, all that saliva and liquids are going to be stopped going out by that mask. So fingers crossed. What really annoys me is though, when people wear masks and they've got it here and it's not covering their nose. Sevens Crawley's, good morning, guys. Being quiet some time. It has, mate. It has. We're going to do a little bit of a roll call because, you know, you guys support me a lot. So I want to try and give you guys a little bit back as well. If you've got your own YouTube channel, just comment me, and then just so everybody in the chat knows that you've got a YouTube channel, and then everybody can subscribe to each other. Do you know what I mean? So if you just put me, comment me, so then everybody knows that you guys have got a YouTube channel, and then everybody can subscribe to each other. I really do hope that makes sense. So Danny D's Tarantulas has got a YouTube channel, so please make sure you are subscribed to them. Callum Ray has got a YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to them. Tarantula Lady, she's got one too. So just take a couple of seconds to go and subscribe to these guys that have put in Angel and Tom's Arachnid Rooms. They have also got one. Ellie Bugs Babies. Yes, that's right. She was in here just a little time ago, but then she had to go. So make sure you subscribe to her as well. Got to sign off, buddy. Many things to do. Love to the family and stay safe. See you soon, Scott. See you later, Nige. Take care. Probably see you towards the end of January at Shirley Aquatics. Seven Crawleys has got one. It's not in English anymore, but it is worth a subscribe. So go check them out. Ikuhuman. Hey! Arachnophilia has also got a YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to them as well. Anybody else that's in here with a YouTube channel, just put me. Dale. Oh no, the zombie has arrived. She has landed. Colin, cheers, Scott. I've actually got 49 tarantulas already, and so far all doing great. Love this hobby, and thanks again for a great channel. Thank you so much, Colin. Colin, drop me a PM either on Facebook, my Facebook page, personal page, or the Instagram, which is Scots_Invert, and I'll send you some stickers. Literally got 2 left. Hey, zombies. Ooh. Zombie Dark Blade got a video out. Is that on Insta? Ashley, I left the hobby for financial reasons, hoping New Year can get a few tarantulas and get back in the hobby. Yeah, we're all good, Ash. Drop me a PM in the new year, Ashley, and we'll see what we can do. Zombie Darkblade says no. So Zombie Darkblade is on Instagram under the name Zombie Darkblade. So he's put a video out, so make sure everybody goes and watches that too.
He's copying you. His hands.
49 already. Geez, I've only got 14. I've had only 15. Oh, it's a YouTube video. Sweet as. I'll check that out as soon as this live's finished. I have 3 now. The Seminole is acting weird, so I'm probably going to be down to 2 now. Acting weird, or do you think it's coming up for a molt? They're trash vids. I'll still check them out. I'll have a look after.
Speaking of that, playing drums.
He's playing the little Noah's playing the drums on my thing. Little Scott smile is adorable. Tarantula Lady is subscribed to everyone that said me. So everybody that said me, please make sure you subscribe to Tarantula Lady as well. It'd be fantastic. So there's 16 people on the live, only 7 likes. Come on, guys, give me a like or a dislike. Your little man growing up fast. Looks like a little cutie pie. He is. He is. This one is an absolute angel. That little smiley face, that is literally, that's him for the day. Zombie Blade says, "Lucky I don't get broody." No, this is the final one for me, I think. No, when my power went out, all my slings except the OBT died. The Seminole almost died, but I brought her back. She's doing weird leg movements. Oh, Danny D's. I hope everything's going to be all right with her. I don't know what I'd do if I had a power cut. I think I'd just start a fire in the kitchen, in a little pot or something. I don't know. You gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Whoa.
Oh, that means I've got to take you now, doesn't it? You weigh a ton.
And say, I'm going for a little bit. Look at this. Look, just like Daddy, fatty. Yeah. Say, see you later. Yanzu's Exotics. How's it going, fella? Almost all of my slings have gone into hiding the past couple of days. Think all will just suddenly molt. That's from the Tarantula Lady. Yeah, mine do that. They tend to disappear, then come out bigger. I was asleep, so nothing I could have done. Oh, Danny, man. Yeah, as Ashley said, it is you lose a fair few slings along the way. It is a learning curve. I personally am trying to steer away from the slings now. Just purely because, like everybody else, I've lost a few and it really, really irritates me. And some of the spiders that I want, when you look at them in slings, are a lot cheaper than what they are at sort of juvie size. But still, it does your head in when one goes. Last week, 4 out of 4 teas molted in the same 24 hours. What a show of wheat. Yenzo Exotics. Hold on. Make sure you subscribe to him as well. Again, if anybody wants to join the live, drop me a PM on my personal Facebook page if you've got it. That's a lot easier. Or possibly on Instagram. And I'll send you the link. Follow the link, and then you'll be on the big screen. Ashley says he thinks he's subscribed to everybody. Wicked. Danny D. Strange. Ashley the Breaker Blue, so I couldn't get one in the middle of the night. That is a bugger. Callum Ray. Is it possible for an OBT to molt high up in the web? The one I picked up today is in pre-molt, but has enclosed itself in a web higher up. Yeah, that's completely fine, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. The thing with OBTs is they are one of the strange spiders that can live fossorial, terrestrial, and arboreal. In fact, people that I've spoke to have seen them in the wild, have seen them up in trees, around the bases of trees, and actually in burrows underneath trees. So for them to be up high and molting, I wouldn't worry too much. Mystery box is worth getting. If so, with who with? Mystery box, I'd probably go with the Spider Shop. Or Fantastic Tarantulas if you're into the rarer stuff. But remember, Fantastic Tarantulas, you are going to get slings. All depends what you want. If you want a good variation of inverts, then definitely Spider Shop, because you can end up with a spider, a scorpion, a centipede, something else. As you've seen, that's what I go. I love them. I do. I'm watching Tinkerbell with the lad, so I can't come on. Oh, Dale. Fantastic, think it is. Fantastic Tarantulas is Hadley Davis. He's a good friend of mine. So if you want anything from him, drop him a PM on Facebook and just say, "Yeah, look, Scott's Invert sent me. Give me a discount." Yeah, he does. Hadley's got quite a few of little bits and bobs. He's got, when I did the curly hairs, when I bred the curly hairs, he's got all the curly hair babies of mine. 7 says, my OBT is also up high. A Boreal OBT and other keepers here are laughing at it even now. LOL. Yeah, but like I said, OBT, the Mikumi, all of them, they will literally live on the ground, up in the trees, at the base of trees, at the base of bushes, all over the shop. So Yenzo's Exotics. Yeah, Scott, I assume that's your name. Yep. I only know you a few hours now, but I have a feeling you know a ton about teas and other invertebrates. How does this come? Yeah, I'll just basically let me just read the other comments, Yanzo, and I'll get back to you. I'll get a mystery box where my partner says I can have more. He says I have too many already and we don't have enough space. No, I doubt I'll find space somewhere. That's a tarantula lady. The enemy... She gets what she wants purely because I order spiders. I have a wall that's over that way, which I'm planning on. I've been speaking with Dale actually about this. I'm going to put 6-foot shelves up and run some heat cables behind the back. So I've got a ton more room over there. But yeah, Yanzo. Okay, so the reason I got into and know quite a bit about tarantulas and other inverts is because 5 years ago, I was homeless. I was still a drug addict and all the rest of it. Got myself clean, sorted myself out. Literally met Tara. Everything come along. Got a couple of spiders. And I think it's because I've had that addictive side of me in the past that I threw myself into this. So I just researched now. Spoke to people, quite choosy about who I actually speak to get information from. Because a lot of people guess to give you information, but then there's a lot of genuine people out there that have got the proper information. It's like I did a care video on Hogna Miami. I spoke to one of the world leading experts on true spiders for that video. But yeah, that's basically it. Basically, the inverts and the transfers just keep me out of trouble. Scott on a rock. You seen that then, Danny? John Wick, basic rub size for most common inverts. Yeah, literally. I'm just twisting the tosh because the tosh is all waxed. Yeah, Anzo, they are very therapeutic for myself, my friend. Very therapeutic. Make sure you subscribe to Yenzo's Exotics. We'll be chatting to him earlier. Hopefully, he's going to be bringing out a couple of videos in the future. Exotic lair style, so that's going to be absolutely awesome. So keep your eye out for those ones. Ashley, knowledge comes from community. I think once you know the right people. Yeah, exactly, Ashley. Exactly. Mark Ashton. Hi, Scott. How's you and the family? Yeah, we're all good, Mark. How's you and Peter? I hope you guys are all staying safe and all well and good. How was your Christmas, mate? Am I doing the 1850s look with the tash? I am, indeed. I'm trying, right? I'm trying to get it to come out a little bit, but apparently you have to grow the whole lot down to here. Do you know what I mean? And then do it, then twist it up. So I am going for that kind of oldish look, trying to get the hair to go across. But when I gel my hair, I look like a flipping idiot. So, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I would really like just to shave all this off and just have the tosh, but I ain't got the balls to do it yet. Where are we now? We're all good. Christmas was okay. Tarantula Lady says she's trying to find Yenzo's channel but struggling to find it. Yenzo, can you put your link up to your channel, mate? That'd be fantastic. I've just had some. Hold on, I've just lost the comments. Where are we? My respect for you just went up big time, man. I'm happy for you and your family that you got out of a bad situation. Yeah, it was a bad situation. I enjoy talking about it, though. I really do. To the point where I have to remember to stop because I know people have probably heard it enough sometimes. Danny D says Christmas was crappy one. Was broke, no gifts. But we did cook a whole prime rib. Nice. I've 5 years experience with all sorts. Believe you find the right way then. Tweak it to how it works for you. That's right, Ashley. Arachnophilia couldn't find Yenzo's. Wendy only has 4 tarantulas now. I gave all the others away due to my mental health being bad, and now I regret it. I think I'll get myself a GBB next week because I really miss mine. Yenzo, it's not letting me accept that channel for some reason. Unless I do it. Hold on 1 second. That's Yenzo's. Trenchlet, when you start talking about things, it is surprising to find how many others have gone through similar. It is, isn't it? Very, very, very much so. That should be my link. I'm planning to go to an expo 24th of January. Might try to shoot a video about that. Yeah, do it, Yenzo. Definitely love to see a video from over your side. Dale sold over 80 last week. No worries. Scott knows I went through the same life experiences. Indeed so.
Don't we have to do pasta?
Yeah. Order something. A whole prime rib, that would set you back a few quid in the UK. No, it doesn't now. It doesn't now. One of the positive things from this tier 4, tier 3 lockdown rubbish is the restaurants are closed, so they're not buying as much beef as what they were. So the price of beef's come down. So if you can bypass the supermarkets, find yourself a meat man, a lot cheaper. We had prime roast beef on Christmas Eve. It was beautiful. It's a strength being able to talk about how you picked yourself up and found your happiness in a hobby. I was one of the first to subscribe to you, and I've watched all your video. Keep it up, mate. Ashley, I know you were literally either the first or the second person to subscribe to me. You were one of the first people to say, Scott, get this YouTube channel, get it up and going. That's why in the new year, PM me, mate, PM me. We'll see. Thanks a lot for the shout out, Matt, but I'm going to sleep now. I have to go to work in a few hours. See you, man. Good luck with everything to everyone. Thank you, Yenzo. And yeah, I'll chat with you again on Instagram pretty soon, I would have thought, and look forward to seeing your first video. Arachnophilia says they haven't looked for a while. Danny D's, tarantulas, I am Arachno. Arachnophilia. Well, it sounds like something my cousin would eat in Arizona. We went off to the meat market, and I bought do you know what they make tomahawk steaks out of? I bought a piece of beef like that, literally for 30 quid. Should have been like close on to 100, and they chopped it up into steaks for me, and it was, oh my god, amazing. It's good, man. I'll definitely DM you on Insta when it's up, bro. See you soon. See you later, Yando. Take care. Ashley's a chef. I buy through my restaurant supplier, well cheaper than the supermarket. Exactly. So somebody's also playing GTA V with one of her mates. That's pretty cool. In fact, gaming at the moment is such a sore subject. It's unbelievable. I broke the DVD reader on my Xbox One. Mate was like, yeah, I'll fix it for you, and I'm still waiting, absolutely, literally just forever for him to fix the Xbox One. So I can see me having to get another one sort of end of February, March time.
Don't forget my PlayStation it broke.
Oh, lamb tomorrow. Oh, nice.
We've got pork belly slices.
Yeah, we're just pulling out. The enemy's just pulled out some pork belly slices for tomorrow. Banging. Ashley says, Jens, I'll sub to you. You got no videos. I'm missing it. No, Ashley, you're not missing anything. Yenzo, I was chatting to him earlier on Instagram. He's just a little bit nervous about putting his face in front of a camera, so we kind of spoke with him about a couple of ideas, like sort of exotics lair style type of video for his first one, until he could build his confidence up. So stick with him. Danny D's tarantulas. I only have an Xbox 360 at the moment. We got the 360, we've got the PS4, which I also broke, and the Xbox One, which I also broke. Both of them I actually trod on by accident. I buy half a cow and butcher it myself, save so much money. Actually, I wish I could do that, mate.
I'd rather do that with a pig.
Or a pig, yeah, pig. No, beef.
Yeah, no,
the beef.
Pork.
The enemy is literally stood behind the camera going, no, we'll buy a pig. We'll do it with a pig, not a cow, because she loves a pork. I can't say anything because I know there's under 18s in this chat. All right, I'm off. It's 5 a.m. here. Glad to visit your live again, Scott. You guys have fun. Take care, Seven, man, and we shall see you again on the next one. Yeah, Ashley, give me your contacts, says Arachnophiliac. Yeah, Ash, give us all your contacts. Tarantula Lady, other half has Xbox One. I have a PS4, but I rarely use it now. Need to get back into gaming again. Miss it. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I broke both of ours, and I am missing it a lot.
You are. I can't watch Harry Potter.
A lot. Dale's got half a boar in the freezer that he shot last month. Lucky sod. Hey, Bailey's Bug Blogs online. Hi, dude. Andrew, how's it going?
Oh, I'm hungry, but I feel sick.
Danny D's likes games like Skyrim, Fallout. So I prefer Call of Duty. Although I did play Skyrim quite a bit, to be fair, when it first came out. Wendy says, my house is full of gamers, 3 boys there, Dad. I've got an Xbox Series X, 4 Xbox Ones, Xbox 360, PS4, Switch, and I don't know too many. I don't bother with all they wanted for Xmas was stuff. Oh, bless you. Got anything else in there? A moose bear, Arachnophilia. I think that's for you, Dale. Me and the other half were saying earlier today that we need to have a Harry Potter marathon soon. I love Harry Potter marathons. Harry Potter marathons and Lord of the Ring marathons. Just awesome.
With Harry Potter, you've got no choice.
Yeah. As the enemies just said, with Harry Potter, I have no choice because the girls in this house absolutely adore Harry Potter. Dale, is boar meat long or slow cook? Yeah, you want to cook boar meat slow, really slow. Ashley's playing Divinity 2 Original Sin on Xbox One. RPG Gamer Me says, Ashley, Colin Twitch, as I'm new to all this and I'm behind on technology, have you a Patreon page to help with your channel? I do, yes. I do have a Patreon channel, but with patrons, I have one Patreon, but what I do is I use my PayPal instead because Patreon is set up to run monthly, and I keep thinking if you do a Patreon, it kind of makes people feel like they have to donate every single month. So what I do is I just drop my PayPal email address in the description of a couple of my videos every now and again. I don't know. My patron, it just makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I need to play God of War.
The enemy says everybody needs to play God of War. But yeah, I'll stick the PayPal link in a couple of the descriptions, and then there's like an Amazon wish list that I've dropped on a few as well. Dale Strong, my name on Xbox is the Nutty Squirrel. I've just been reading Stephen King books recently instead of other things. Five Armies Uncut, my favourite, and I love Harry Potter Goblet of Fire. I'm a PC Master Race, and I'm afraid. Aha. Older ones low and slow. They have less fat. Is that the boar meat, Dale?
Is that chicken nugget?
Yeah.
Just been looking at me. As if to say, what are you cooking now?
Nigel's just been on, actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
Looking at me as if to say, what are you cooking now?
Yeah. We bought one of the toads, the southern toad, from Shirley Aquatics, and he sits up there, up on a shelf, and he's supposed to be nocturnal. Like they live in like little burrows, not too damp, but they're supposed to be nocturnal. But he literally just comes out, sits on the edge of his enclosure, and watches the enemy cook. What benefits of joining a Patreon on a page? Yeah, boy. My Patreon isn't properly set up because it makes me feel a bit uncomfortable because it's almost begging, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? No offense to anybody else that's got Patreon or anything like that. Anyone play Warcraft or Starcraft? I used to play Warcraft, but literally in the late 90s. Colin, as I'm new to all this, behind on technology, is there a Patreon page to help your channel? Colin, drop me a PM either on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll drop you the link to it. Is probably the best way. No. I wonder if I can get. Just going to try and get the link up. How do I share? If I can work out how to share my profile, have a look at that. I'm just on the laptop now, trying to see if I can find a share.
Christmas cake?
Dale, forget it.
Yeah, Hagrid, forget it.
Yeah, God knows. I'll have to try and get it a bit later. Do you think it's cheesy to start a GoFundMe to get my collection back up? Danny D's, it's up to you, mate. Everybody's different. If that's something that you think would help you, then do it. If not, then don't. As far as patronage and stuff like that goes, I find it really really hard to kind of accept gifts and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, I ain't got a flipping clue. Yeah, send me a link to it as well. I'm interested. You can donate me if you start my collection up again. Like I said, with the Patreon, I just dropped my PayPal email address at the bottom of a couple of the videos, and then that's about it really. At the moment, once we get monetized, it changes, so you can have your subscriptions on YouTube itself instead of having a Patreon page. So you can join the channel, you can subscribe again to the same channel, but then you can pay and receive stuff that way. So I think we're going to look at that if we get there. Anyone need a mature male item, Miria? Says Ben's Pets. Hi, Ben. Surely Ashley don't mind helping out. Danny D's Tarantulas. I don't know. I want to move there because the community over there is amazing. A lot of great people here that I would love to meet and hang with. Yeah, man.
There's some cake.
No, a cup of tea would be nice.
There's some cake.
With some cake.
Jaffa cakes.
I wonder if this will work. Copy link address. Boom, put this down in here. If this doesn't work, then I do apologise. No, that's not going to work. I do not want PJ Chipsdale. Yorkshire all the way. Right, let me just try this. I have two mature male mirrors. I'd love to help your group. Scott, I need to start off again in the new year. Ash will do something for definite. If anybody wants to join the live, you can click on that Streamlard link that I've just put up. You go into a broadcasting studio and then I'll bring you in. Zombie Darkblade used to play World at War, but no PC at the moment. Why are you? There we go. Also looking for a Mal Dahani, love, says Ben. Got Are we back online?
Yeah. YouTube.
Okay.
Pay the premium.
Hey. So fingers crossed. Am I back? Oh, I'm so sorry for whatever that was. It was the internet.
It weren't. My fault.
Basically, it was the internet.
But it weren't. It was my fault.
Oh, why?
Because the payment was processed. It cuts YouTube off for 5 minutes.
What payment?
For the premium.
Oh, payment for YouTube Premium. Oh.
I pay for it so we don't get adverts.
Oh yeah. My sister loves that market. She always goes, well, not OFC. What market? What I've missed? Well, I literally was away for like 2 seconds. Let me scroll back up. Oh, the German market. Is that the German market in Coventry or the one in Birmingham? Oh, Brum.
Do you want some of this?
Yeah, with a T. Yeah, German market in Birmingham is pretty epic. We were gutted that we missed it this year. The enemy wants me to smell a Christmas cake.
It's got brandy in it.
Oh no, you're right.
You not want it?
No.
What should I do with it?
Eat it.
I don't like fruitcake.
Put it to one side again. Mum, she'll want it.
Okay.
Yeah, there is one in Coventry as well, but a German market. The one in Birmingham though is obviously like 10 times the size. Mark Ashton would love that Christmas cake. It's got brandy in it, so I'm a bit like, no, I don't like it. The enemy don't like fruitcake, so she's not going to eat it. About to go for a haircut, so maybe I'll join the stream next time. Yeah, Danny, that'd be cool. That would be cool.
Mince pie?
No.
I don't like them.
Okay, we'll just put them over there. I'm more like thinking food.
Yeah, I'll feel sick though. Oh, now it covered stinks of brandy.
Interpreted drugs bust once won the Five Bananas depot. I've worked in the Five Bananas depot on their forklifts, as you know, Andrew. They love Xmas pudding. Ooh. I'm not a massive Christmas cake fan. My mum does like a fruit and nut cake thing, which is banging, absolutely banging. Has anybody getting something for Christmas which you haven't got yet?
Clown.
That you're expecting soon? Delivering products to the market. Just heard someone tell us, go away. Was drug squad hiding behind pallets? Oh my god. And I bet they didn't find anything. I mean, I've been in Five Bananas. Is pretty cool little warehouse to go in, to tell you the truth. Is that things, Ben, that you haven't received yet? Might need them in a few days. Got 400 coming. Wow, that is a lot. I need more OBT colour forms. I've only got 5 RCFs. Get yourself a Makumi, Ben, there. Well, you may have actually seen them in the wild, have you, Ben? The Mikumi are absolutely gorgeous. Mark Aston hasn't bought anything in a while. Did you roll me a fact?
No, what do you want ordering?
I'll have a cheeseburger and chips and a water or something if they've got it.
Okay.
Haven't bought anything in a while. Well, I might as well stock Scott. Silver Spiders is giving me a few for a few quid. Stock up. If you have to pots, Hadley Davis sells pots. Kigamaya is one I saw. Gotta love the DCFs you have. The Mikumi bed is just flipping stunning. I've got a Kigama. It's still only a sling. My Mikumi's quite big. Agen's sack might be thousands. It could well be close to 1,000. You're right, Arachnophilia. What's happened to silver spiders, Morris? Yeah, what has happened to silver spiders? I haven't seen them out and about or anywhere. So who's about in the chat? Who else is still about? Danny D's Tarantulas says, see everyone in the next one. See you again in the next one. See you later, Danny. Take care. Tarantula Lady is still here. Again, for anybody that's like just dropped in and might not have heard us earlier, make sure you subscribe to the Tarantula Lady, Arachnophilia, Danny D's Tarantulas, Ben's Pets, and as you see the YouTubers pop up, make sure you subscribe to them. I am actually going to go and disappear for a couple of minutes to go and have a fag. But I shall leave you in the safe hands of the mods. We just don't smoke in the house because there's the kids and that. So I'm going to nip out the front, go and have a fag, get nicotine up, then come back. So I'll see you literally in about 2 or 3 minutes. Gonna go and have a fag. A cigarette. Guess who's back? Scotty's back. Mark, how's Peter? How's Peter getting on nowadays? That is the link to come on the live with me if you fancy it. Right, an affiliate. I know he wants one of, but it is a tea he loves. He's not too bad off to his tomorrow. Tell him we said hello. Is that the mantis from the mystery box in November, Ben? That's doing great. I absolutely love Yorkshire tea. If you didn't know, I love Yorkshire tea. I haven't really put much content out lately either, but it's Christmas and New Year, so been enjoying the family. Yeah, it's doing great, Ben. It hasn't malted out yet. I thought it might, but it's chomping off bean weevils. Literally, I just have to keep putting bean weevils in every couple of days. It's just munching them like there's no tomorrow. Is that daft, lad? Yorkshire tea. I do love a cup of tea. In fact, because with work, I'm like a mobile engineer, so I'm in a van and I work a lot outside. So I'm thinking about instead of just taking a flask to work, getting a little stove in the back of the van so I can do my cups of tea fresh. Preston in Lancashire, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Few passed my geog test. Arachnophilia, I don't know what that test is. Do you want to explain? What's a geog test? Arachnophilia. Andrew. Bailey's book blog says he lives quite near Lewis, Urban Exotics. I think he's from Wigan. Okie dokie, no worries. Tarantula Lady says she's going to. Well, let me just read that message. I think she's just sorting her hair. What I think it said. I'm videoing on my phone, so. Oh, pass your geography test. Is that an A level or something? Arachnophilia. I know Karen. She's really, really nice. What's a bad joke in that? Knew that Bailey was from Lanc. Oh, got ya. With jokes that are like, I am really, really slow with most jokes. To be fair, takes me ages. I'm being deadly serious. Some jokes takes me ages to get. Mark says Karen is lovely. She is. Call or maybe send her a message. So do you reckon? Do you think? Right? Am I jumping the gun? But do you think we're going to get a UK show early part of the summer? I was loving a look at the vaccinations, and it's like, I think it's the over 80s are first, and then the over 70s, over 65s, and then it's health conditions, and then it's over 55s, over 50s. So for the majority of us are going to be a little while before we get these vaccinations. But do you reckon we're going to get one? Do you think we're going to get one, and we're all going to be sorted and get a show at some point in the early future? Ben says maybe the Western, that would be cool. American affiliate, Morris is saying 50-50 at best. Do you think people get vaccinated and still be scared of, being social? Mark says, no, I don't think we will get one early. Nice to think we would. I hope so. I hope there's one in the summer. Doncaster or Halifax would have been best for him. I mean, this vaccination. Why? I mean, for me, it just seems like it's going to take so long. Yet, when I was at school, 2 nurses could vaccinate the whole entire year for TB or whatever in literally one afternoon. I can't see why they can't do that in the schools. And then I don't know. Maybe it just all comes down to cost. Ben's Pet said they could do a virtual one. They can't. The virtual shows. There already is really with the online shop storefront. That'll be one hell of a party. I might actually die from COVID. Hoping for Brum and Aston Villa win the league. I'm a Liverpool fan. The reason being is my stepdad is a massive Aston Villa fan, and when I was growing up, he weren't the nicest of stepdads. When Villa played Liverpool, Liverpool won, so I thought, right, I'll support Liverpool, and I have since then. I do also support the local teams, Coventry and Nuneaton Borough. As in the Brum show, yeah. There's the Erdington, isn't there? There's one in Erdington. Went to that one in 2019. That was quite good. The Edgbaston one, even, sorry, yeah, the Edgbaston. That's the Mark. Is that the entomological show, isn't it? Is it Wayne runs that one? I found the Brum one to be really interesting. Not packed like BTS or some of the other ones, just really nice. Really sort of friendly atmosphere in there. Well, not a lot of them. I mean, obviously they're all friendly, but it was really chilled. Spider-Man 1978. Hi. Yeah, I remember yeah, because we met Invert Ben outside when I said hello to him and his family. Really down to earth, nice guy. But not Edgbaston. Edgbaston's not too bad, Morris. Let me just go to here. I went Bristol shows my first show was BTS, and then after that, I think it was I'm sure it was the Edgbaston one after that actually. I met Peter at the Bristol show. I met him at BTS. Spoke to him before that as well. No, it wasn't the BTS. Which one did I meet him at? Because if I remember rightly, the BTS, he left early, didn't he? Because he weren't too well. But I can't wait for a show because there's so many like really, really supportive people that I want to sort of meet in the flesh. I sold at the Birmingham show and at BTS, but the Brum show didn't care if I sold anything. The next BTS, I'll be helping out Hadley on the fantastic tarantulas stand. Really nice feeling, says Arachnophilia, as in was going out after for dinner, etc. Mark says, me went want to meet up with so many. There is quite a lot of genuine, honest people that I really, really want to meet. We're gonna bring Tarantula Lady in. If I can do this. Have we done this? Yes. Hi, you're right.
Hiya, yeah, I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Remember, if you're not subscribed to Tarantula Lady, please do so.
Thank you.
Even then, the other half has literally just ordered one of them double cheeseburgers from our local Get Fat shop. Bailey's blog says it's going to be the crazy mustache stand. Yeah, don't diss the mustache. It's growing. They take the mickey out of it so much at work, you know. What did you get for Christmas then, Tarantula Lady?
I literally got some oven gloves and some lampshades. I didn't really. Well, I got some nice like chocolates and stuff like that, but it was kind of. We sort of all decided that we were just going to make sure it is all out for my little girl. Now she really understands Christmas. So I kind of, I got the household items.
I got a halogen cooker off my mum.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah. Seems bizarre. The older you get, the more adult things you get, and it's like, great.
Yep.
I want something I can play with.
Oh, completely. Yeah, exactly. I want fun things too, not just the adult things.
Well, it's definitely great with the kids.
Yeah.
Arachnophilia says hi, Tarantula. I don't know if you can see the comments.
I'm trying to do it with my phone, but it's my phone's gone really dark, so that doesn't ever help.
Yeah,
There we go.
I'll find having a laptop helped to no end. But Arachnophilia says hi. Bailey's bug blog says hi.
Oh, hello.
Arachnophilia says he got a nice cycling running jacket, but then got his brother the same thing for him. Do you know what? My mum and my best mate both got our Leo the same top, and then it was my mum and us both got him like it's like a little car carrier with all cars on the back, but both of them are absolutely identical, which was like,
oh my goodness. I had the same thing last year. I think my little girl, I think I bought a dress for my little girl for Christmas, and my other half's mum bought her the same dress. So we were kind of both sitting there going, right, who's exchanging?
Well, with the middle one being like almost two, it's like we ain't going to exchange. It's just like he gets through. I mean, he's absolutely crazy. So he'll have like 2 or 3 change of clothes a day anyway at the moment.
Oh god.
Because if he has a drink, it goes everywhere and all the rest of it. So Bailey's bug blog got a subwoofer for his home cinema. I like it. Next door don't. Bet they don't. What's in your collection then?
Oh god. Well, I have 13 teas now. It's probably gonna be easier if I just get my list up because I'm gonna forget one of them. I know it. And I'm probably gonna pronounce them all wrong as well. But I've got a juvenile Acanthoscurria genicutula. I'll do all the juveniles first. That's probably easier. I've got a GBB as well, which I absolutely love. And I've got a T Vagans as well. That's a juvenile. I know, I love mine, but it's fine, but it hides in its little den, and the kind of den of soil, it just seems to be getting higher and higher, and it's turning into literally a volcano. And I don't see it other than feeding time, and even that, it's just its toes at the top, just peeking out. So, but I do love it. It is a lovely one.
I think all three of mine are subs, and they're always out. They're out loads. They weren't so much when like they were sort of juvenile and slings. I literally just never saw them.
Oh really? Oh okay. So as they get bigger, they kind of come out a bit more.
Mark Ashton just subscribed to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
So what else have you got apart from the Agens and the Vegans?
What else have I got? So I've got slings. I've got a Bihamori. I've got 3 Davus Pentaloruses. I don't know why I got 3 of those. I just thought, yeah, get 3 of those. I've got a Hapalopus species Columbia, a Lasiodora Klugi, Nandu chromatus, Pteronopelma. Yeah, I know. Now I'm on. I'm like, blur.
The amount of times I've had to sort of restart doing a video because I've gone blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
and it's like, no, that's wrong. I'm gonna try that. I did a pronunciation of the frogs on the last video. I couldn't get anywhere near it, so I just like it's on screen. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them I'll just sort of say a little bit of it and then put it on screen. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then I've got a Pteronopelma sasmai and a T. albipelosus, and I've kind of got one that I'm in a bit of a debate whether it's a sling or a juvenile. Because it's way bigger than my slings, but it's also way smaller than my juveniles. But it's a T. Carlenbergi. And it's probably about maybe 2 to 3 centimeters at a guess, but it looks completely different to my slings. So I don't really know. So I kind of just say to people, it's kind of an in-between because I don't know what to call it.
A large sling. If it's
yeah,
that's the thing. I mean, when you buy off a lot of the sellers, they say, "Oh, it's a sling," and you get it, and it's like this tiny little dot, and you think that's not a sling. That's a tiny little dot.
Yeah, that's how I felt with my Columbia.
You get a small juvie, and then it's like, no, that's a large sling. That's not a small juvie.
Yeah.
But then I suppose it depends on species as well, doesn't it? Because
yeah,
you know, a T. blondie sling looks absolutely massive, like.
Oh, okay.
Just reading the comments. I think they're on about the new
same.
80s rock for workouts. Do you wear the lycra as well, Andrew? And then the little headbands from the 80s? Oh, I've lost connection with the chat.
Oh, have you? Oh.
Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Probably still got it on here. Yeah, headband. It was all the psychedelic colours, wasn't it, from the 80s, from the films and that. See,
I think I'm also probably a little bit like, sorry.
Go on, sorry.
I was going to say I'm probably also a little bit nervous because I've never been on a live stream or done anything live before, so I'm a bit like, I'm doing it.
It's an unusual thing, isn't it? Really, to kind of get used to.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, my first one, I was literally a bag of nerves. I was like this all the way through it, sweating, going, what do I say? And now it's very much like, if I haven't got anything to say, I'll just wait for somebody to say something in the chat.
Yeah.
And literally that is that. Oh, everything's going. There we go. Mark says he nearly got tagged by a blondie.
That doesn't sound very good. Oh God.
I think it would just be puncture wounds would be more painful than anything with the T blondie because the venom's not too strong, but their fangs can be up to like 2 inches, can't they? So.
Oh my God. Blimey.
Is there anything that you're looking forward to getting, or any new editions planned, or have you ordered anything?
I mean, I've got a wish list. I'm not gonna lie, and it's very long. But I've got 3 Smithy slings arriving in the new year from the tarantula shop, well, the spider shop even. I couldn't say no to those. As soon as they came up, I was going to my partner, please can I have some? Please can I get them? Please can I get 3? Please. And yeah, it took a while to convince him, but he was like, okay, fine.
we started off with 2 tarantulas. Then when I got to 4, the missus was like, yeah, that's it, no more. Then I got to 10, and then it was 30, then it was 100, and now
my goodness,
120, 130.
Oh my God.
And then she also said no centipedes. Now we've got, what, 6 or 7? Beetles, roaches, all sorts, frogs, toads.
Oh my goodness.
Like but yeah, now she just gave up now and just leave me to it. But if she wants something, I do try my hardest to make sure she gets it as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She don't ask for much though, to be honest. She really don't.
Oh. I just saw something. Okay, arachnophilia. How and why, or why tarantulas? Okay, this is a good question actually. I've been petrified of spiders since I was very small. There could be the smallest spider in my bedroom and I would scream the house down until someone came and got rid of it. And then since I had my little girl, I changed my attitude to have like, I don't want her to be scared of it. So I need to change my attitude and I don't want her to learn those behaviors. So I just, I don't know, got a lot more relaxed around them. And now I never get rid of any spiders in my house. I've got 2 cats that sometimes eat them. But other than that, I kind of just let them do their thing. I'd rather have them than mosquitoes and flies and stuff. So, and then I found a spider and thought, you know what, I'm gonna hold this spider. And as I was holding it, I realized it was a false widow and was like, oh, okay, don't make any sudden movements, don't want it to bite me. So I put it down, let it go, and then the fascination began. And then literally about a month later, after watching so many videos, researching tons, and now I have 13 tarantulas and 3 more to come.
They're like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all.
That's my excuse to my partner. He is a massive Pokemon fan and he buys Pokemon cards all the time. And I'm like, well, it's the same as your Pokemon cards. Got to get them all.
My best mate, right? Oh my God, he can drive, but the only way he can drive is if I'm in the passenger seat. So he's like, "Oh, Scott, I bought a Pokemon card, but it's in London. Can you come with me, or can you drive me there?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I thought about a round trip just for like one card, and he's gone, "Yeah, but I won it on a Pokemon Raz on one of the sites, and it's worth this much." And he literally just buys packets opening for a Charizard. Is it Charizard?
Yeah, Charizard, I think, something like that.
He's got cards. He's got PSA that are like 20 odd grand. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a card. It's a Pokemon card. How can it be worth that much?
I know.
And then he's like, yeah, Logan Paul paid 150,000 for one. I was like, well, Logan Paul must be off his head.
Blimey.
Angel Tom says, how long have you been in the hobby, Tarantula Lady?
Literally since November, the beginning of November. So not long at all, and I've suddenly got loads. So it's been a very short amount of time, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
Have you got anything other than the tarantulas, like centipedes or?
No, I'm not sure about centipedes. I'm kind of a bit like, they kind of creep me out a bit, but then again, I felt the same about spiders. So, it's kind of, yeah, I haven't got anything else other than tarantulas and my 2 cats. But I wasn't sure about millipedes, and my friend has just got some of those bumblebee millipedes. I don't know what the other name is, but and they're actually really sweet. So part of me is going, should I get some of those? Should I get something else? And I know my partner would just be like, no, no more, no more.
Just sneak them in. Just sneak them in. He'll never know.
He's here all the time, and I keep everything in my bedroom. So it's going to be, unless he's asleep or gone to get just shopping, it's quite difficult.
Buy him one of the Pokemon tins, the 25 £tins.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Get him one of those and get yourself a mystery box and say, well, you've got a mystery tin. I've got a mystery box.
Very true. We have actually said things like that. It's like, if I spend this amount on spiders, he can spend this amount on Pokemon cards.
Yeah, we do that. We do that quite a lot. But I mean, I hated centipedes. Dead scared of them and all sorts. To the point where my best mate's missus used to send me pictures on my Facebook, and he used to be like terrified. And then I got one, and then everything changed because you were looking after that animal. But what surprises me with centipedes is spiders are fast. Centipedes are just as fast. Just absolutely amazing.
I've seen people's videos of centipedes, and I think that's probably what freaks me out a bit, is how quick they are, and I'm just scared I'm going to lose them.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that, Angel. Oh, there we go. Mark Ashton's got a centipede. Yeah, and then you got things like, you go to the shows and you look at Spider Shop and you chat to other breeders and stuff, and then they show you like not only spiders, but then they've got crazy beetles. You got like things like assassin bugs, stuff like that, and your mind just goes crazy. Vinegaroons. Yeah. It's just like everything I kind of watched on David Attenborough when I was a kid. I've got half of them in this room now.
Oh my goodness. I really want to go to a show. I think that's kind of been my, through all of this and stuff that's going on, it's like, I'm going to go to a show. That's my goal, is to get to a show. But I don't really know if that's actually going to happen now. And the only one I've been able to find was is it the British Tarantula Society one? That's the only one I've kind of heard of, but I assume there's other ones around the country. Loads. Oh, okay, cool.
You've got the entomological shows, and then you've got the Invert shows. So, but I mean, you're already a fan of the Spider Shop, so if you keep going on their website, they whack it up on their website, because I think it's Lee, along with a few others, actually run the Invert shows.
Oh, okay.
They're literally all over the country as well. But they're wicked.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Take your daughter with you as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna. She's gonna love it.
the shows are just suddenly, instead of just being on Facebook and Instagram, you know, people are actually there that are just as weird as what we are and just as into their inverts as we are. And there's even more amazing people like Arachnophilia that are sitting at the table selling you them as well. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh,
Really is.
I think it's going to be so hard though, because if I go, I'm just going to want to buy everything, and my partner's probably going to be like, "No, you've already bought 20. You're not having any more."
I went with the first BTS. I went to BTS and I thought, yeah, I'm just getting enclosures. Yeah, right. Arachnophilia says BTS is south of Birmingham. It's the Warwick Event Centre in Leamington, which is literally 20-minute drive away from me.
So you're lucky. You're lucky there. It will take me. I think I looked it up, and it's either nearly 4 hours or nearly 5 hours drive for me. So, but I still want to go. I don't care. I'll get a hotel somewhere and do the journey and stay overnight somewhere or whatever. But yeah, I'm so determined to get to one.
If do you know, just got my cheeseburger and that's just gone.
Oh,
do you know Samson Big
Rounds? Rings a bell. Definitely rings a bell.
Because he normally organises quite a lot of the rooms and that, but the hotels in Leamington can be pretty pricey. So I always suggest to people that they check out the hotels in Coventry, because it is literally a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, I don't mind like staying, you know, a little bit out, and you know, even an hour drive I wouldn't mind. I think it's just having to do like 4 hours drive twice in a day would just be way too much.
I've done it down to the Southern show down. They had the one in Brighton was a good stretch, and then they had the Southern show. That was a bit of a trek for us. Arachnophilia says 4 hours. You must be Devonish. You don't sound northern.
No, I live in Suffolk, so I'm East Anglia area. So yeah, I did have a look, and it's very far.
Sam Windsor is maybe 2. Angel and Tom's hotel is still booked when the BTS reopens. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the road goes on and on. The thing is, I mean, with my work, you know, everybody. I'm in Coventry, right? And if they're short of engineers in Oxford, they ask the other engineers, and they will say, "I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there," and I'm always like, "Yeah, I'll go." So like an hour and a half drive for me is like, for the average person, like 5 minutes. So a 4 hour drive, I literally just get in the car, turn off, and just go. I mean, we went down to Angel and Tom, and that was a proper good drive down to see them. And yeah, I just drove there, then drove back on the same day, which was really nice. Down at what's the island? Can't remember the name of the island now. Haley Island, did you say? Haley Island. 4 hours is a bit of a bridge too far, as it were. Nah, Arachnophilia, it's not too bad.
Haley. I mean, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. I don't mind how long the drive is. I'm determined to go. I've just got to make sure I can get like a hotel or something so I can just sleep afterwards.
It's so worth it. See, I know, Tara, don't forget, you're right, yeah, she don't. She's annoyed, actually, Angel, that we can't come down at the moment and see you again. See, for me, a lot of the shows that we did go to, do a massive drive there and back on the Sunday, and then work on the Monday. So come back, sort everything out, edit the video, send that off, and all the rest of it. I think next year, when there's a show, I'm definitely going to be booking the Monday off work, so I can just sit and do nothing.
Yeah, oh, definitely. You need to be able to just relax.
You're not too far from me, Scott. No, Mark, you're only over in Birmingham, aren't you? You literally, what, 30 minutes, if that? we were due to go and see Mark, but then all this kicked off and tears changed, and I wonder, Tarantula Lady, if there's an overnight place if you buy slings, etc. What?
Take them with you. Oh yeah, I suppose. I mean, I guess it would probably mean it'd be easier to stay like the night before and then drive back. But I don't know, because that would kind of worry me a bit about whether they're going to be okay.
If you've got a hotel, you could put them in the hotel room, just put the heating on.
Yeah, because obviously I've only ever bought them online, so obviously they all come in, you know, the little tubes and things. But I suppose if it would, I don't know if it shows they sell like set up ones or a bit of a mixture, or I don't really know how it works. So I thought if they're kind of partially set up, it'd probably be okay overnight. But
a lot of them come in the plastic, the little barrel plastic tubs.
Mm.
A lot of them come like that, so you haven't got all the tissue and all the packaging inside. So
oh, okay. That might be okay then.
Then you can take them home and have them in there for a good couple of days before worrying about having to find an enclosure. And obviously the slings, they're all ready to go. They're just in their tiny little sling pots.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to need to start looking up places now of where I can stay and what I can do and how I'm going to work it out. But I'm trying not to get, I guess, too locked into it in case it doesn't go ahead.
Yeah.
But I also know that, like, I think with the BTS one, I don't know about others, but it's you pay on the door, don't you? You can't like book it in advance. So in my head, I'm like, well, I don't really miss out then if I haven't paid for it. Whereas with a hotel, I'm kind of like umming and ahhing about whether it's worth booking it or whether it could cause any problems. I get so anxious about these things with like having to cancel hotels or cancel things. It just
I wouldn't even worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Especially for the BTS, because if the hotels around Leamington area get booked up, there's loads in Coventry.
Mm.
You can literally just turn up on the day. They're so easy. Travel Lodge.
Yeah.
There's some nice ones in the city centre. Arachnophilia said there's a Birmingham show. There's one at Donington. Donington's the reptile mainly one, isn't it? But then you have to drive to Birmingham, which could be a nightmare. Birmingham's well easy, just off the M6.
My cousin lives she lives somewhere in Birmingham, so I kind of know it a little bit, so it's not too bad.
Is she into spiders?
No, she's probably the most petrified person with spiders, so I wouldn't involve her. It wouldn't go well.
That is a shame, because you could stop hers and then...
Yeah, exactly. Just she would not let me have spiders in her house. No way.
Birmingham, good, it is the centre of the universe, as it were, says Arachnophilia. Oh, it's Solihull, isn't it? The centre of the UK. Who else is still in the chat then, apart from Arachnophilia? Anybody else want to fire some questions at Tarantula Lady while we've got her?
I will at some point probably do like an about video, but I'm not gonna do that yet.
Yeah.
But still feel free to ask questions. I will answer them. So,
ever thought about reptiles?
I've wanted I can't remember what they were called exactly now, but they were a type of bearded dragon that I found a few years ago, and they were just gorgeous, and I'd love to get some of those, but I think for me it's definitely the space is an issue, like having a little one. And although where I live is quite big, I think I just need like another room and then I'd be fine. But yeah, at some point I reckon I'll get reptiles when we have the space.
See, the missus said that none of it's ever going in the front room and all this, that and t'other. Yeah. We've got the 4 geckos and a salamander in there, which are currently possibly going into the bedroom, so I've got more room in the front room for spiders. But this is, well, where are we? That's the fridge. So we're actually in my kitchen. So this wall, kitchen-wise, we've just got a fridge, and then all this is just all spiders, and then along the wall over there is all spiders and other inverts.
Oh, nice.
And we've got like a big cupboard that's heated for the cockroaches and a few other inverts that are inside there. And then hopefully get some shelves up over that side of the room to get some more.
See, I mean, where I live, I've got like it's a living room stroke kitchen, so that already makes like the shape of everything really awkward. And then my little girl's bedroom, bathroom, and then our bedroom is literally a bedroom stroke office stroke music room stroke tarantula room. So it's kind of, and there is no space along any wall anymore, it's just all filled up. So I'm gonna have to wait until we have a bigger house.
Angel says, Tarantula Lady, are you looking into a bigger house? Now you've started, you're going to need a bigger house. Definitely.
Definitely. I do really want a house. I mean, we've said that we're going to have like 5 bedrooms or something, I think, because my partner's going to want a music room and an office. I'm going to want sort of space in the music room as well. Have a completely separate like playroom for my little girl, and me just a spider room or whatever it becomes in the end of different inverts. But yeah, just got to save the money. All the fun things.
Does your partner, does he teach music, or is it just playing, or?
He just sort of plays, but he does. It's kind of like the production side of music. So he's done a few music projects with quite a big girl on YouTube, where they've done some music on there together. He's completely like produced it from scratch, and she's just sang over the top of it, and it's amazing. And then he's done a few music videos for some bands and stuff. So he does want to kind of do that as his job, but he's just kind of, with COVID and everything going on this year, is kind of it's all been quite set back. So we're hoping that once things get back to a bit of normality, we can kind of progress more with that and focus on it more. But yeah.
What music genre does he do? Or is it just anything?
He'll do anything. But if he was to do like his own stuff, it'd probably be more like rock, punk, or metal side, depending. But yeah, we like our rock stuff.
Yeah. Rock and metal, definitely.
Yes, I've got my you can't see it because it's only got the 3 dots at the front, but I've got my Periphery top on, so love Periphery. Absolutely, they're amazing people. They really are. They're just amazing human beings and do amazing music.
I like maybe a bit of folk music as well. Mind you, when I was 16, 17, these were supposed to change the world and the revolution was supposed to start, but it never did.
Oh.
But I've met the Levelers a couple of times. I met Mark, the lead singer, a few times, and they are absolutely amazing people as well. But mind you, musicians in general normally are, aren't they, to be fair?
It's really nice.
They're either very recluse and quiet people, or they're really, really, really nice.
It's really nice, actually, because, I mean, with Periphery, they've done so many videos on YouTube about like how they produce stuff and how they got to where they are. They really go into a lot of depth, and they're so grateful for like all of their fans, and they've even released like tracks of their music. So like, for example, because the drummer, what's his name? He's Matt something. He's an insane drummer. He's got so much passion, and he's so enjoyable to watch drumming. It's not just the typical thing, and he'll literally like use everything that he's got. And they'll give you like the tracks for free, so you can use them to then like do covers or whatever. Like they're just so lovely. Like I'd highly recommend watching their videos, or like
does that mean your intro is going to have a bit of periphery?
I wish I'd like that, but I have this massive fear about all the, you know, what are they called, the copyright things coming up and whatnot. So I'm kind of just like avoiding that at the moment. So yeah,
I might be wrong, but I think until you're monetized, there's not an issue.
Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense. I think the other thing me and my partner thought is that maybe he could do some music for me, or do a cover or something, so then I can use that and not get any issues. It was quite funny because he, one of the songs he did recently with this girl, it actually got flagged up for copyright issues, and he wrote everything. He played everything from scratch because this was a cover. And he did every single instrument, every line, every note from scratch, and it got flagged up for copyright issues, which we found really funny.
Did they sort it out in the end for you?
Yeah, it was fine. They basically just said, like, have you used someone else's track, or did you make it yourself? We were like, no, we definitely made it ourselves. We spent literally 3 weeks on it.
Good thing is, if you put that in the description that the track's made by your other half, it might get him some publicity as well as.
That's what I said to him as well. I've said that to him, be like, if you make me something, then it might get your name out there a bit, and
then
you never know.
Versa as well.
Sorry?
Vice versa as well, because if he gets to work with some good names and has a word.
Yeah, exactly. So you never know what the world will bring.
You don't. You really don't. Right. UB40 says Mark Ashburn. Shamrocks and Shenanigans. They're saying UB40 are down to earth. Arachnophilia's sister plays a violin. She's looking for work. I love the violin.
I'd love to be able to play violin. I cannot play the violin at all. I did a few lessons when I was younger. Nope. Piano is what I can play. But that's my instrument. That's about all I can do.
So I learned a little bit of the bass guitar. But then my mate went quite serious. I mean, he's self-taught musician. Literally, he said, as long as you know how to read music and write music, he said it's just literally finding the keys on the next instrument. He says, and that's it. But he's drummer, violin, piano, guitar, all sorts. But he was teaching me to play the bass. But then we were kind of probably like your partner does. You break the music down, don't you? And I stopped listening to the wall of music, the wall of sound.
Oh yeah.
And instead of, because that's what I absolutely love, is that wall of sound. You know, you're absolutely sort of immersed in it. And I was breaking it all down instead, counting 1, 2, 3, change.
Yeah.
And it took it all away from me. I was like, I don't like this, so I stopped. I was just like, I like listening to other people's music. I don't like breaking it down and all that. I just want to listen to that and appreciate that sound without thinking, oh, there's going to be a change in 1, 2. There it is.
Yeah, see, I can't read music at all. Even no matter how hard I have tried, I cannot read music at all. I can kind of read it, but I literally have to go, right, I know the bottom line is a is an E. How many do I have to go up to get to the? I'm terrible at it, but I can listen to something and then play it, or listen to it and learn how to play it. And I've been playing for fair amount of years now, and yeah, I love it. It's such an escape, and if you can have that escape of music, whether that's just listening and or playing, it's so nice, so nice.
I mean, I wish I'd learned to play the guitar as a child, but then I don't know. I might have been stuck up on just Nirvana and playing Nirvana over and over again. Do you know what I mean? That's what would have happened.
I hated having. I've had a few piano lessons, but it's very minimum. I've probably had, I don't know, 6 or 7 piano lessons, and I hated my piano teacher because there was this one piece that I learned that I loved, and that song is literally my first proper piece I learned, and quite important to me. So I learnt it by ear because I couldn't read music. She had the music. I played to it, and she went, "You're doing it wrong." So I was like, "What have I done wrong?" And it turned out I'd learned the live version by ear, so the live version was a little bit different to the written version. So ever since then, I've been like, I don't want to ever have lessons again because I'm just doing my thing, and that's what I enjoy. So goodbye.
Understandable.
She was quite stuck up as well, so I was just like, I'm gonna do things my way. I'm not gonna feel pressured anymore.
Unless you get yourself a new teacher, maybe.
Yeah, I think I've tried one other teacher, but I think because I've got this such block in my head with reading music, I think that's where me and piano teachers kind of clash a bit, because they can all literally just chuck something in front of them and just go, blah, blah, done. And me, I have to sit there for hours upon hours trying to work out what the notes are. And it's just easier for me just to listen and go, right, okay, that's that note, da, 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 there we go. So, yeah.
I mean, I like the metal, and I like a bit of folk music and stuff like that. Also, I do enjoy a bit of classical once in a blue moon as well. I'll stick that on in the van. I do find it, especially sort of now I'm older, it takes you on that little journey, like the aquarium. When you start thinking about an aquarium and listen to that piece of music, you are literally in an aquarium, and you can imagine different fish moving around to the different sounds that the sort of the composer's trying to get across. And then the Four Seasons as well. But
yes, Vivaldi, yeah.
You can really kind of he didn't just study music; he must have absolutely studied the seasons to be able to put all that into context. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember listening to Vivaldi Four Seasons as a child. I would literally listen to it every single night, and I'd have all these visions of like running through a forest and stuff, like just all these little stories that came up in my head. And I love it when music can do that. I love it.
A lot of music them days as well. They couldn't record, could they? So literally going to see, your favourite band, which would have been, a classical band, obviously, must have been absolutely amazing. Because most of the time, all you're going to hear is sort of Grandad and his spoons. Do you know what I mean?
If you do like classical sort of music, you might have heard of him, you might not, but there's a pianist called Ludovico Einaudi, and you'll probably recognise some of his, like the odd song, because it's been used on adverts on the telly. There was 2 songs that were used on 2 different Santander adverts for ages, so you might recognise a couple from there. But the first song, called I Giorni, was the first proper song I learned. I remember we heard it on an advert one day, and my mum went, "Wow, that's really beautiful." I went, "I'm going to learn it," and I did. And I would highly recommend him because there is so much feeling in all of his music, and it is definitely he's definitely one of those writers that you can really get lost in the music. And there's the Royal Albert Hall live album, and I listen to that on Spotify a lot, and he conducts whilst playing piano, and it's just phenomenal to watch. But it's such an escape and beautiful. So I'd always recommend him. You'd be surprised how amazing he is.
I mean, I get weird reactions when I chat about classical and say that, one of my favourites is William Boyce. A lot of people kind of go, really?
Yeah.
Like, yes, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. But, I listen to classical FM, like I said, in the van. And I can't remember the presenter. There's a presenter on classical FM who is very well spoken, very educated. He does Pointless.
Oh, oh my goodness, I know him. I know his name.
Yes.
Someone will probably pop up in the chat in a minute and go, "It's this person."
Yeah, anybody in the chat know who that is?
Alexander Armstrong.
Alexander Armstrong.
Yes.
He is. I love him to bits. I never
He's
really thought
amazing.
much of him.
Yeah.
When I watched him at Pointless, I was a bit like, "You're funny, but you're not." And then you're listening to him on the radio. And then he literally can take you on a journey with his voice. Literally, I find him very, very relaxing and entertaining at the same time. Phenomenal guy.
If you listen to Classic FM as well, you probably have heard Ludovico Einaudi at some point, because they have him quite a lot on there, or they used to anyway.
And his knowledge as well. His knowledge is unbelievable. But yeah, I do like a bit of classical every now and again.
Definitely.
But then I do like a bit of Stormzy and stuff like that as well, a bit of rap.
I like a bit of everything. It's kind of, for me, music is very much, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. But I do very much like my sort of rock stroke metal and my classical, which are complete opposite ends, but I love them.
Wade Wilderness says classical FM is great. Always play it in the morning to wake me up a bit. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. So what are you in tier 4 now? Round.
Yeah, we went into tier 4 on Boxing Day, so that was fun. It was quite emotional because we had my mum and my other half's mum for Christmas Day. And all of us were quite emotional because we're like, we literally don't know when we're going to see each other again. And, seeing all these people that have been in other tiers for months and months and months, it's like, oh my goodness, are we going to be like that? Are we, it's quite overwhelming.
I mean, I spoke to my mum, and she was like, oh, we would just have to meet at the doorstep. So that's what we did. I dropped her off bits and we did a lot of swapping, and I was like, Mum, look, when we're vaccinated, I can give you the biggest hug in the world. Do you know what I mean? I can't wait because she's in her 70s and so's my stepdad's, so you've just got to be very, very careful in it.
Yeah.
Hey, up that pet page, right, James, Tarantula Lady, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. Dale Strong wants snow. I want snow. I am absolutely
I'd like snow.
Desperate for snow. Snow. Just imagine a load of snow, being vaccinated, and a massive snowball fight. Come on.
Perfect.
That would be absolutely amazing. Right outside the BTS. Yeah, I absolutely adore the snow. Adore the ice. James says he is subscribed already.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, thank you. It's really nice, actually. I've been so nervous about uploading videos and making videos, but also wanting to make my videos from that beginner perspective. So really showing, I know how nervous I was and how much I was shaking and flinching and everything. And so many people I've had really nice feedback and people saying, it's really nice to see someone do it from the beginning. So, and how I've got 4 videos on there, and I've had I think I've now got 55 subscribers, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, that's really cool, and it's really been really exciting because I have something a disorder called functional neurological disorder. So basically, my brain doesn't communicate right with my body, so my nerve signals are basically read wrong. So I could feel like I'm in absolute agony, but actually I'm not. It's just my signals are being read wrong, or I might not be able to move my arm, and it's fine, but it's just my signals are not working properly. So being able to do this and put my time into something that I enjoy and have really nice feedback is like just means the world to me, because it's like, great, I've got a focus, I can do something, and people are liking it, and yeah.
Just remember, it's not serious.
Yeah, I know. I think that's why my downfall is. It's like I'm putting too much pressure on myself. It has to be a certain way, and people are going to moan, and it's like I need to just relax and just have fun.
There's two worlds. There's the world that you live in, which is yourself, your family, your friends, and everything, and then there's the digital world, which don't really matter so much.
Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look. Dale says he can't wait for it to snow because he's going to be going out in his 4x4. Now, nice. Dale sounds like Hagrid. He's literally built like Hagrid. So Hagrid in a 4x4 is going to be flipping him.
I'd like to see that.
James says the only place you see snow is on the front of a Christmas card. James, you party pooper.
Snow's great. It's just like, I think mid this year, I think here we had snow in May. And it's like, what's going on? We never have snow at a normal time anymore.
Winter started late this year as well. It really did. I mean, it's literally, people were saying, yeah, but we've had frost. No, we ain't had frost. We had a frost the other night when it went to -4. That was a frost.
Yeah.
But up until that point, winter hadn't really started until the last couple of days, I don't think.
No,
James says
it's just suddenly plummeted.
That pet page. He says snow's horrible stuff. No, it's not. Snow's amazing. I love it. Bailey's blog said it's snowing. I drive a Fiat Panda, 100 brake horse. It's not fun. Andrew, have you got the thin wheels on that as well? That pet page, we were watching his live last night with Tom and Angel's arachnids. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll have to make sure I might already be subscribed, but I will have to make sure I am if I'm not. Let's have a look.
Bailey's book says no, it's like a mini hearse.
Oh god. Oh no, I'm not subscribed. Cool. I am now subscribed to that pet page, so I won't miss anything.
Mark says I can't stay up in the dry, never mind the snow. I love driving in the snow. I absolutely adore driving in the snow. I don't find it hard, I don't find it an issue. I just get in the van or the car and do it.
I don't mind. Easy. I don't mind driving in the snow until you get some crazy person trying to be cool or something. And then it's like, no, I'm going.
Arachnophilia, for me, it's the wrong side of Christmas at the moment, mate. At the end of January, I'm going to be probably making another purchase, but not until that. What do you like about the snow, Scott? Because it just changes absolutely everything. Everything. I live in Coventry, and Coventry is an absolute shite hole. And when the snow comes down, it's literally like you've gone to Narnia. I love the snow. I love how it's cold. I love how you go from the cold to a nice warm house, and you're looking outside, yes. And it looks cold, and the snowball fights. I love my windscreen covered in snow. I just love it. And when I get a job out in the countryside and everywhere's covered in snow, it just looks phenomenal. And when it's the middle of the summer and everything's green, everything's flowering, I think back to when it was snowing, if I'm in the same spot, and think about how much the contrast is completely different. I love the snow. Yeah, wait until next show before I get something. Let my slings go on. Yeah. Dale says he makes snow willies. He makes a snow willy by just lying down in it because he's a giant dick. So he just lies in it, stands up, and that's his snow willy. Are you at work, Dave? Hagrid, Dale, are you at work? No, mate. He's like, oh yeah, of course you're at home with the little dude. I was going to go and watch the lorries.
I was going to say earlier about slings and or even just generally molting. My friend has got, I think she's got about 16 spiders at the moment, and she's had hers for a couple of weeks longer than I've had mine. Every single one of hers has molted at least once. Not one of mine has molted. Not one. And so many of them for ages have just been like, yeah, I might be in that stage, and then they just don't do anything, and now they've all burrowed away. So it's really strange to see how things are different, and how some people, they could have exactly the same species and they could molt a ton more than yours, and it just feels like such a minefield.
It's just one of those. You're gonna find your mate will have certain spiders that they can keep and grow really quick, and then your ones of the same species will grow slower. But then you'll find something you've got that will grow really, really quick.
Yeah,
and they'll
that's
keep
true.
The same thing that will go. And it all depends on the lineage as well. So I shouldn't even worry about it. They grow.
It's just curious, how it's amazing how different it is. But I think it's also a little bit like, come on, I want one, just one. What are your temps?
Your Kallenbergi and your Vegans aren't massively fast growing spiders anyway.
Oh no.
Your Klugi that should whack on size pretty well, and your Lazadora Parabolama, they whack on size after each molt. They just seem to have doubled in size, but they're a big spider to start with anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Where your Davius, probably when they molt, you're not going to see too much of a difference because they're like a dwarf tarantula. But it's just it's just species dependent mainly, and then temperatures as well. Some people increase temperatures to get them growing quicker, but then to do that you can give them a short lifespan as well. So
exactly. I mean, who was it that said? Oh, Arachnophilia said, "What are your temps and do you use a water dish?" So, yes, I have a water dish in all of my enclosures, and my temperature, it kind of stays somewhere between 19 degrees and 21 degrees depending on the room. But I do try and keep the room in sort of the 20 to 21 preferably, just so it's a little bit warmer. But because I live in an old building, the heat does not stay in at all. My house does not like to keep heat in.
So most of my room sort of between 26 and 28 depending.
There we go then.
What channel from what height, and then I'll move the tarantulas depending on what part of the world they're from and all the rest of it.
Okay.
Yeah, Arachnophilia says if you're feeding yours once a week and then your mate's feeding hers twice, that could make a difference.
See, I feed my juveniles once a week, and I feed my slings. I attempt to feed them twice a week. Some of them will eat twice a week. Some of them will only eat once a week. I kind of do it every 4 days. I try and feed my slings, and there's 3 that almost every time they'll eat. Every single time, but the others will kind of be once a week. But now it kind of makes sense because I think 6 or 7 of them are now burrowed away and they've kicked all their dirt out and hiding, so it kind of makes sense why they might not have been eating. So it's such a stressful thing sometimes, and I don't know, it's not stressful, it's just, I don't know, because I'm still so new and I haven't had any molts yet. It's kind of like oh, just want to have my first one to get it out of the way, and then I'll probably relax more.
So I've got my slings in a kitchen cupboard, which is a glass fronted cupboard, which I got off Facebook. Put heat mat in there, so it keeps it at 28. But excuse me, Andrew's just said maybe try checking the temperatures higher up, on the higher shelves that you've got. And if it's higher, the higher up you go, and then maybe move your slings up to there.
See, what I've got now is I've got a vivarium that I just keep them all in there, mainly because of my daughter. I have no idea how she's gonna. I don't want any of them to get injured, and my cats are very interested in things, so I decided to get a Viv. So I did actually buy a heat mat not long ago, just to see if I can get a little bit more warmth in there, and I've got a thermostat and everything, so I'm planning on doing that just to test things and see how things go and try and be really careful about it. Yeah, so I've kind of been in a debate whether to just try it and see, or just hope that they're not too cold, or yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of ideas coming through. Raise the temperatures a little bit. Maybe add a little bit extra water. I would raise temperatures if I were you a little bit as well. Now they're at 23 and have one sack on the go. That's arachnophilia. But that's spider sacks, which you don't really worry about just yet.
Not yet. Hopefully in the future.
Hopefully with those 3 Davius pentaloris, yeah, definitely.
It'd be nice.
That would be absolutely awesome. I'm not going to be on for much longer.
That's fine for me as well.
I spend a bit of time with the missus before bedtime, like. But yeah. Sorry, we'll wrap it up then. Wrap it up.
Yeah, I think I've got everything ready. It's just setting it up and just doing it. So I think after now, sort of talking to you and seeing what people have said in the chat, I'm probably just going to try and go for it and just be cautious, be careful. But yeah,
definitely. Like Bailey says, you want them to molt from the delicate stage. Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you can't
that's
get
exactly it.
Slings. I still do that with molts on the sling parrot. Yeah, you do. You can get very paranoid with slings and keep looking on them, checking on them, looking on them, and checking on them. But at the end of the day, if they're going to get through, they're going to get through. It's pretty much as simple as that with the slings. The spiders have a lot of babies because obviously so many do die and all the rest of it. Ellie is back online. Hi, Ellie.
I'm just going to be right back because I need the loo. So I'll be back in a minute.
Wait till you get a G portrait. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, no worries. How about I need a toilet? I could do with a cigarette. Is that all the kids asleep, Ellie? Or you've been doing your university stuff? Come on then, who hasn't mentioned what they've had for Christmas? Well, more importantly, has anybody got a birthday coming up? Well, really close to Christmas. That would be a flipping nightmare, wouldn't it? Mine's not till February, like, but I'd hate it if it was around Christmas.
Oh, back.
Yeah, kids are all asleep. My nieces was yesterday. Dale's, I'm just on about birthdays. Dale's son's the 11th of January. I'd hate it. I'd hate it if my birthday was anywhere near Christmas.
My
Like I
little
said, I'm glad
girl's is the
it's February.
24th. Oh my
Both my
goodness.
kids are by Christmas, one a week before and one a week after New Year. Oh my
Oh,
god.
blimey.
Oh my god.
I thought having my little girl's birthday on the 24th of January was bad enough, but it's just awkward because we've literally got Christmas, then my little girl's birthday, 24th of January, my partner's 14th of February, and then mine, the 17th of February. So we've kind of like just got it all going on at once. So, oh.
I'm in June, bring on the summer. Mark's off. Yeah, I'm literally just about to pack up the live anyway now, Mark, to be fair. Wendy said that her son's is Christmas Day. My God.
Oh, blimey. I remember being pregnant with my little one and it being Christmas time, and I'm going, right, no, you're not coming yet. You have to wait. I'm not having my child around Christmas.
Just cross your legs and wait until the end of January.
Yeah. Oh.
Right, I am literally going to say goodbye to everybody and say thank you very, very much, everybody in the chat, for coming along again and spending 2.5 hours on the chat. Thank you very much for Tarantula Lady for joining as well. Really, really appreciate it.
I'm glad I could join. It's been nice.
But yeah, thank you so, so much, everybody. And as always, we shall see you again on the next one.
Thank you for having me as well. Really,
You're welcome.
Been really nice.
Yeah, it has. Definitely has. But yeah, see you later, everybody.
See you later.